Hello guys, today we will see the question add two numbers and the question number is 2 in the top 100 interview questions of the Leetcode, and the question type is the medium type, and the question statement is you are given two non-empty linked lists representing two non-negative integers. The digits are stored in reversed order and each of their nodes containing a single digit. Add the two numbers and return the sum as a linked list. You may assume the two numbers do not contain any leading zero except the number 0 itself. Okay, so basically example देखते हैं. So example is this one. So basically what it is saying, so we can add these two, right? So 5 to 7, 6 4 10, and the carry will be 1, and we can put 0 here, and 7 plus 1 is 8. So basically question is saying to add these numbers, right? So let's see how we can solve this question, right? So we can do one thing, like it's not a vector, right? It's a linked list and we need to return the answer in the linked list itself. So we need to make a new linked list, right? So see the solution part here. So basically it is the starting of this code. So first we need to make that linked list for the returning purpose, where we will store the result, and we have made a function that is that's name is solution, and it is the remaining. So basically we will solve this in a function and we will call these functions repeatedly by changing, like first we will pass L1, that will be the L1 value will be 2 and L2 value will be 5. But second time when we will call this function again, we will send the L1 dot next, that will be 4, because linked list head is 2, right? And the dot next L1 dot next value will be 4 and that dot next will be 3, right? So linked list is like this. So we will call the function by changing the linked list by the dot next, right? And we will put a constant when there will be a null, like last L1 dot next will be null, so we can add this value, and if there will be remaining we can put that in the our this linked list, right? So basically that is the main logic behind this solution. There is a three type of if case, right? So you can see here, first that is the function where we will call this function. First if condition, right? Second one else if, third one is else if, and fourth is default one, right? Else condition. So what we are doing, you will see the first one is when L1 dot next is equal to null and L2 dot next equal to null, it will be the last case like this. Here both dot next, like last when L1 will be 3 and L2 will be 4, dot next will be null, right? So we can, what we can do here, we will write this in this else if, in this if condition, right? And the second one, it is else if when we will have value like 2 4 2 4 5 6, what will happen, L1 dot next will be after the second iteration, right? But this value will be not null, because L1 dot next will be 5 after second iteration, but here it will be null. So for that condition we have written codes here. Second one is 2 4 5 6 and 2 4. Here same thing will happen with the L2 will be the null, but L1 there will be value still with the L1, right? So for that purpose we have written the code. I will explain you what we have written, but I'm just giving you overview of this solution. And the last condition, when both will have value, like this first one 2 and 5, because 2 when L1 will be 2, L1 dot value will be 2, and L1 dot next will be 4, not null. And here also L2 dot value will be 5 and L2 dot next will be 6. Here in this condition, what we can do, we can add these two numbers, and if there will be any remainder, we can pass that remainder, right? We can do that, like we will solve this with the remainder, right? So we will see from here only, that is the default case. We did what, like int temp answer, we have made a constant, that is variable temp ans, and we are adding that L1 dot value plus L2 dot value plus remainder. So we are simply adding, and for the remainder purpose we have divided by 10, like there will be that sum will be 15 by 10, it will be what, remainder will be temp answer by 10, and the answer dot value will be, like remainder will be 1, right? Because carry, you can say carry will be 1, and the value will be 5. We will write 5 in the answer and we will pass the carry, right? So this is the carry and this is the value we will, what we will store, right? 5, like 5 9 plus 6, what we write 5 and the carry will be 1, like that only. And we are calling the function again with the next value, like here we can, we are calling, we are passing 4, L1 dot next, that will be 4, L2 dot next will be 6, and the remainder will be 1, right? And the temp3, what is temp3? It is the answer dot next, that is in the answer dot value it will be, if we add these two, answer dot next will be 7, next will be temp, right? Because we need to check this value also, because we will store the next value in this temp, right? So we have passed this to this function again, and when both will be the end part, like when there will be L1 dot next and L2 dot next will be null, in that case we can simply add and we can put remainders and other values simply like that before, as we did in the past. But here we will have to do the extra thing, that is if there will be remainder, like in the last line, if there will be remainder, we need to do like 998, and the remainder we need to put that in the last value, because we cannot pass that remainder because there is no value left with either will with the L1 or L2. So we need to print that, or we need to put that in the our linked list. That's what we are doing here. And when L1 dot next will be null, in that case what I'm doing, I'm making a new temp, like new list, linked list, and that linked list is empty. Like when there will be, let me show you what I'm doing. When there will be like 2 4 and 2 4 6 3, I am sending temp whose value is 0. So what will happen after this solution, this will also go, and temp dot next will be null, so this condition again will be called with the value 0. So 0 plus 6, if there will be remainder will be added, otherwise this will be 6. And again for with this L2, L2 dot next will be 3, right? Here temp will be again called, and um, this else if condition will be called again with the value 0. And in the last case, when there will be a dot next will be null, both these will be called, and this if condition will be considered, right? So like this question is solved. So let me show you this solution part, how our code is running. So see, this is our code, exactly it is same code what I have showed you there. So it is running, right? Thank you for listening.